Assalamualaikum and hi. So in this video, we are going to look at question number 5 from our trial paper. So 5A, we have a 20 ohm resistor, 50 microfarad capacitor and 30 millihenry inductor are connected in series with an AC source of amplitude 10 volt and frequency 125 hertz. So what we have in the question is the resistance, the capacitance and also the inductance of the resistor, capacitor and also inductor, which has been connected in series with an AC source. So in our circuit we have resistor, capacitor and inductor, okay, connected across an AC source. So as we can see, since kita ada RC dan juga L, this is an RCL circuit, combination of all three component in the circuit. Also given in the question here is the source of an amplitude 10 volt, which means this source here has a V0 of 10 volt amplitude lah, maximum voltage, dan juga it has a frequency of 125 hertz dekat sini. Okay, so the first question here is to find the impedance of the circuit. Okay, apa maksud impedance dekat sini? Impedance represent the symbol Z and it is the total opposition of current. Alright, since our circuit here adalah circuit yang mempunyai resistor, capacitor and inductor, all this component is going to leads to the total opposition. Okay, so according to the list of the formula here, untuk cari impedance, we have here Z. This is our impedance. The equation here is given as R square plus XL minus XC square root. Okay, R is given in the question 20 ohm. Alright, R is given. However, XL dan XC tidak diberi. Okay, so we have to find what is our XL and what is our XC dekat sini. Untuk cari XL dan XC, kita tengok balik apa equation untuk XL dan XC is also given in the list of the formula here. XC adalah 1 over 2 pi FC, XL adalah 2 pi FL, and as you can see 2 pi adalah constant. Okay, F is given in the question, L dan C is also given in the question, maka kita boleh cari XL dan XC. So kita cari XL dan juga XC dulu. And then the inductor is given as 30 milli, so 10 kuasa negatif 3. And then kita pun tekanlah calculator, you will get the value for your XL such as 23.56 ohm. And then the XC here is 1 over 2 pi F adalah 125. And then the value of the capacitor is 50 micro, 10 kuasa negatif 6. You press your calculator, you will get the answer such as 25.46 ohm. So dah ada nilai XL dan XC, you can simply substitute in the equation for your impedance, where the R here is 20 square plus with XL adalah 23.56 minus 25.46 square. And then you press your calculator, you'll get your impedance such as 20.09 ohm. Maka terjawablah soalan pertama. Next, the question asks to find the amplitude of the current. So soalan minta amplitude. Amplitude of the current here adalah I0, maximum current lah. Okay, so as you can see in the question, we have been given the value of the V0 dekat sini. Nilai V0 ada diberi dalam soalan. So based on that, we can use the basic Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. Tetapi V is equals to IR can only be used when you have only resistor in the circuit to oppose the current. However, circuit kita ini adalah kombinasi, hasil kombinasi RC dan juga L. Therefore, kita ada RC dan L. Therefore, all these three components is going to lead to the opposition of current. Okay, oleh sebab itu, the equation here is going to become V is equals to IZ. Oleh sebab kita nak cari I0, kita akan guna V0 untuk cari I0. So the equation becomes V0 is equals to I0 Z, where your V0 here is given in the question such as 10, I0 adalah apa yang kita nak cari. Z kita dah cari from the previous question. Okay, and then you do your max. You press your calculator. You will get your I0 such as 0.498 ampere. So this is the amplitude of the current. Amplitude referring to the maximum. And the next question here, what is the phase constant of the current? So soalan minta phase constant. Phase constant maksudnya kita nak cari nilai V dekat sini. And then dia kata is the current leading or lagging the source voltage. So kita nak tentukan sekarang either dia akan lead ataupun lag the voltage. Okay, so in order to find the V, untuk cari V dekat sini, kita ada equation. Kita boleh rujuk juga list of formula. As you can see here, it is also given in the list of formula. V, ini yang kita nak cari. This is phase constant here. Equation 61 from the list of formula. V adalah phase constant and you're looking for this. According to the formula here, V sama dengan shift tangent XL minus XC over R here. And nilai XL dah dicari, nilai XC pun dah dicari, nilai R diberi. You can simply substitute all the value here. 23.56 minus 25.46 divide by R kita adalah 20. And then you do your max, you will get your answer such as negative 5.43 degree. So this is the phase constant. Okay, satu soalan dah terjawab. Kita ada lagi satu soalan. Dia tanya, is the current leading ataupun lagging the source voltage? Okay, so for that, apa yang kita boleh buat adalah, okay, according to the phasor diagram, kita akan ada phasor diagram where the current is always along x-axis dan kita akan ada voltage across resistance di x-axis juga, and then we are going to have voltage across inductor along positive y and voltage along capacitor along negative y. So to know the resultant V, iaitu V net kita is either, to know the current is leading ataupun lagging the source V, iaitu V net kita dekat sini, kita tengok berdasarkan nilai XL dan juga XC yang kita ada. XL dan juga XC, based on this one, your XL is less than your XC. Since your XL is less than your XC, maka VL kita pun akan kurang daripada VC. Okay, which means nilai VC ini lagi besar. So when you sum your Y component here, kita akan dapat summation Y kamu berada dekat negatif, iaitu dekat bawah sinilah. Alright, which is VL minus VC, nilai dia akan duduk dekat bawah sini. So your V net is going to sit somewhere here. Di mana ini menunjukkan nilai V kamu 5.43 degree. Also, kamu juga boleh tengok kamu dapat negative value dekat sini. Okay, maksudnya this indicates that your V here, your angle here is below positive x-axis dekat sini. Dia below positive x-axis. Okay, this is your V net here. Your V net boleh duduk dekat dua tempat saja. Dia kan either asyik dekat atas sini ataupun dekat bawah sini. Dekat atas syaratnya VL kamu kena lebih besar daripada VC. For that, XL kena besar daripada XC lah. Kalau dia nak duduk bawah, VL kamu akan kecil daripada VC, di mana XL kecil daripada XC jugalah. Itu syarat untuk berada dekat kuadran yang dekat bawah sini. Alright, so since kita punya XL ini lebih kecil daripada XC, maka dia berada dekat kuadran di bawah, the fourth quadrant here, and then we get our V sebanyak 5.43. Okay, so based on this phasor diagram, kita boleh conclude that the I is leading the voltage. I leads the voltage. Okay, next we're going to look at question 5b. So what we have in question 5b is a coil has a resistance of 10 ohm and an inductance of 0.4 Henry. So what we have in the coil is the resistance and also inductance. It is connected to an AC source of 6.5 volt and 30 over pi hertz. So our resistor and also inductor is connected across an AC source which has a voltage of 6.5 volt and also frequency 30 over pi hertz. So V yang diberi dalam soalan ni adalah sebenarnya V from the source, which is the VRMS. Okay, and then this is our frequency 30 over pi. Okay, so according to the question, circuit yang kita ada adalah circuit jenis RL. You only have resistance and also inductance in the circuit. Sorry, you only have resistor and also inductor in the circuit. Find the average power consumed in the circuit. Okay, to find the average power consumed here, we must first identify what is the equation for power lah kan. Okay, so to find the equation for power dekat sini, then look at our a list of formula here. Given to us the average power is the P average is given as I RMS V RMS cos phi here. Alright, I RMS tak ada, V RMS diberi dalam soalan and cos phi also we do not have. However, cos phi dekat sini is equivalent to R over Z based on the list of formula juga. Cos phi adalah R over Z. So you can find the value of your cos phi if you use R over Z dekat sini lah. So R ada dalam soalan, you need to deduce your Z first. So your Z here is your impedance. Equation of impedance we have already looked at for our previous question, which was R square plus XL minus XC square root the whole thing. Memandangkan soalan kita hanya melibatkan RL, iaitu dalam circuit ada resistor dan juga inductor sahaja, maka tak ada term ataupun komponen kapasitor, so you can exclude this XC from the equation. So this one becomes 0 lah. Okay, so for you to now use this equation, Z is equals to R square plus XL square sahaja, square root because XC is 0 kan. Alright, so however the value of XL is not given in the question, tapi kita tahu XL equation dia adalah 2 pi FL. Kita dah tengok waktu kita selesaikan soalan 5A tadi. Okay, so the equation here we are going to substitute R kita sebanyak 10 square campur dengan XL adalah 2 pi, F is 30 over pi, darab dengan L is 0.4, and then you square the whole XL term dekat sini, kita square rootkan mereka. And then you press your calculator, dah press calculator, tekan-tekan, kita dapat impedance kita sebanyak 26 ohm dekat sini. You get 26 ohm here. Therefore, now kita boleh cari cos phi. Cos phi akan sama dengan R over Z, which is R adalah 10 ohm. Z dekat sini adalah 26. So tekan calculator, you'll get 0.385. 0.385. This is what you get for your cos phi. Okay, so cos phi pun dah dapat, masih belum dapat I RMS. Okay, untuk dapatkan I RMS, kita akan guna equation basic dekat sini, iaitu Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. To use V equals to IR, okay, R adalah bila kita hanya ada resistance sahaja yang akan oppose current. Tapi dalam circuit kita ada resistance dan juga inductor yang akan oppose current. So ada dua komponen yang akan melakukan opposition of current, maka the total opposition here is the impedance. Therefore, the equation becomes V is equals to IZ. Disebabkan kita nak cari I RMS, dia akan jadi V RMS here. V RMS is given in the question, which is 6.5 here. So 6.5 samakan dengan I RMS, and then Z kita dekat sini adalah 26. So boleh dapat I RMS sebanyak 0.25 ampere. So dah dapat I RMS. Now you can simply find your P average, which is 0.25 times 6.5, and then cos phi kita adalah 0.385. Tekan calculator. So you will end up with your power such as 0.6263 lah. Sebab 625 kan, kita round off.